Hey Stephanie, where have you been? You've just abandoned us for like a month and you didn't tell me the ending to this show that we have been grippingly watching from the edge of our seats for the past, I don't know how many weeks. Where the fork did you go? I would like to proudly inform you guys that I have a full-time job, and that is to make sure Brinity stays in the villa and they win the whole thing. Okay, as of right now, as of filming this, listen, you never know where Love Island goes. Brinity! Your fave couple too. I have to make sure that they stay in the villa and they win this shit. And on top of that, apparently I watch the Super Bowl now. So I'm just kidding. I watch the World Cup now. I'm learning all the players, okay? I'm like, why can't I vote him out of my villa? I just don't understand. I feel like we should have a vote. We should have a say in this, okay? I like all of them. I like the Viking. I like the dictator Mbappe. Just found out about him 2 days ago. Okay.
Been a fan for 2 days.
Yeah, been a diehard fan for 2 days, okay? For example, nothing. That's my favorite thing that he's ever said in my entire life. Okay, so I have been very busy. That's been like my full-time job. And then like other things that I've actually been doing. But that's where I've been. And now we're back here. And I feel like this is just like another version of Love Island. And we're all just getting warped into everybody's business. We stay in everyone's business. And I don't know if I like it here. So this is going to be the final episode to this show because the show has ended. People are doing live streams. If you guys haven't watched the past, like, I don't know, 20,000 episodes that I've made on this show, this Chinese dating reality show called Secret in Love. But it's called Secret in Love. Called Secretly in Love. Secret in Love. Secretly in Love. You know what? I change it up every single time because technically I don't know what it is in Chinese. The premise of the show, you don't even need to know because there's nothing to do with the premise. The premise is like you show up to the show and you got a secret. You film the secret and they're going to show the secret to a bunch of people that you maybe want to explore and date. Are you open? Are you closed off? Like that's the whole point of the show. And there's a few different couples that have solidified. You've got listen, you don't need to know.
Yeah, just tell us what happened to
let me tell you what happened. Zizi and Tian and Bao Bao and the professor. That's really all you need to know. Zizi and Tian, I was trying to make a Love Island comparison.
Zizi's a bully.
Yeah, Zizi's just a straight bully, okay?
Yeah, Tian's a little
bitch. I don't even know if I can make a comparison, okay? Because it's just like so specific what they've been doing in the villa over in China. Like this is a very specific. Zizi and Tian start dating. Zizi is a famous actress who starred in one movie. No one really knows her, so she's just an actress at this point. And then Tian, we don't know what he does. We know nothing about this man other than the fact that people think he has piggy nipples. That's what they called him.
He likes screen time.
Yeah, he loves screen time. He was originally paired up with this girl named Bao Bao. She's really intelligent, graduated from one of the top universities in China, is so sweet, is so demure, is like perfection from heaven above, just descending upon mankind. And then he royally screws her over to be with this actress. The actress was originally like kind of interested in this guy that people call the professor because he's very wise and stoic, but then she ends up leaving him in the rudest way possible to be with Tian. And it's like, then go be together. Okay, nobody wants you guys. Go be together and be happy. And this is finally the point in the show where that's gonna happen, because remember there was that huge blowout fight between Zizi and Bao Bao and Tian, and then they were like just bullying the shit out of Bao Bao. Literally, Zizi sat with Bao Bao and was like, listen, you're gonna get yelled at by my fans because I am a famous actress and you're just like fucking shit up. Bao Bao literally did nothing. Just watch the previous episodes. So now this is when everything has kind of settled down. We're nearing the end and people are expecting Tian and Zizi. You guys wanted it so bad? Go be off together. Like go on dates, get married, save the rest of the human population. Probably don't have kids because we don't want your little crotch goblins out here terrorizing the next dating show of the next generation. But like be together. We see them on their first date after all of this.
On the show, right?
Oh yeah, on the show. And it is
boring.
So weird.
Oh.
So during the car ride, Zizi has the audacity to just say things out of her butt. She's just straight talking out of her crack. She says things like, I think this season is going to be great. Which is so weird. I didn't even know you could break the fourth wall like that. And then Tian is just like, yeah, usually people will think that their own season is the best. No one thinks this, okay? Like, what's happening? This season is crazy. And so people are 3 times speed watching this because no one wants to see Zizi and Tian be happy together. And during all of this, Zizi starts sharing, unprompted, about her childhood trauma. And it's like she's stealing Bao Bao's story. So Zizi, her whole trauma, she came out with her story and she voluntarily shared it with people on day 1. She was a bombshell, so she came in a little later. And her whole little life story was when I was in high school, I was bullied by one of the seniors, in college. And I have scars from it. And so people felt really, really bad for her. A lot of the girls on the show were crying for her. And then later, as she started bullying Bao Bao, people were wondering, maybe we need justice for the senior, because I don't know if she was the one that was bullied or if she was the one that was doing the bullying. We don't really know. None of this sounds true. And then Bao Bao shared her confession with Zizi because she was trying to show, I'm trying to show you where I'm coming from and maybe why you think I behaved the way that I behaved and maybe why I'm a little more emotional. And she talks about how she was abandoned as a kid and she was abused growing up, and there was lots of sexual harassment from male family members, and she just went through so much hardship, and somehow still she rise, you know what I mean? I'm brain rotted too. I have to detox. I have to go read a book soon. It's gonna be smut, so maybe I should read a classic, okay? She still rose up from it, and then Zizi's reaction to all of this was yeah, I have sympathy, but I'm not her mom that abandoned her. What am I gonna do? Okay. So Zizi goes on this date and she starts adopting Bao Bao's trauma. And she starts unprompted talking about how her parents used to fight a lot. And she's just someone that's so terrified of conflict. And everyone's like, what's happening? And she's like, yeah, so I used to just be so distraught all the time in the house and I would never really feel comfortable. And all the comments are so lost at what's happening. They're saying, you are a total fighting machine. You're a fucking tank. What are you talking about? These two, they're just not self-aware. So they're in this car, they're taking pictures together, and people are like, you guys look nothing like what you guys show on social media. What's up with these filters? If you take the picture that they took in the car and then compare it to the pictures on their social media, they don't even look like the same people, especially Tian. Tian, he looks like some sort of K-pop idol on his Douyin. I'm like, is this the same person? I was so confused. So they go to their date and they're gonna make these little tea cakes. They're really small little cakes. You eat them with tea. So when she's making them, Zizi said that she would make one for each girl in the house. Because you know her, she's a girl's girl. That night when she returns, she brings over 2 of the tea cakes that she made. And she told Bao Bao, choose one of the tea cakes. So then she fails to mention, however, Zizi fails to mention that when she was making them, one of them had fallen onto the table. And the table, I mean, you don't know. It's not that clean. That's not your house, right? Where yeah, if I'm cooking and something falls on my counter, I'm gonna put it in the pot because I know my house is clean. But we don't know this table. We don't know what the producers were doing on this table. We don't know if someone wiped the table before they made the tea cakes. We don't know. It just fell on the table. I don't know why she didn't just make another one. I don't know why she brought it back. I don't know why she offered it as a choice. But Bao Bao ends up picking that one.
How do we know all that?
Because we saw it drop on the table, and then we see her offer it to Bao Bao, and Bao Bao picks the one that dropped on the table, and I'm like, what are the odds? What are the freaking odds, okay? So Bao Bao is like, wow, thank you. She picks one, and Zizi is like, that's actually the very first one that I made. It's my favorite one. Bao Bao's like, I'm so happy. This is so sweet. Because remember, they just got into a huge fight where Bao Bao was bawling. Zizi was like, you're about to get bullied when we get out of here because everyone's going to freaking hate you because you did me so dirty. She gaslights Bao Bao. So Bao Bao's just sitting there with her tail tucked the entire time thinking she's about to be public enemy number 1. And she just is so excited about this little tea cake. And then as she's about to eat it, Zizi is like, but that one fell on the table, the one you chose. So you can eat it if you want to. Huh? And the way she said it is really weird. Because I don't know. It's just weird in general that she even let Bao Bao choose that as an option. And then she watched her choose it. She could have just been this one you should just look at it or take a picture because I dropped it on the table. I don't even know why it's an option that she could choose. But Bao Bao at this point, she's like, you can eat it if you want to. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah,
so Bao Bao, she's like, you just threatened me that I'm about to be public enemy number 1. It's okay. I'm going to eat it. As long as it was within 3 seconds, it's fine. Like the 3-second rule. So Bao is so appreciative of her gift. She starts taking pictures of it on her little phone. And she's like, what's in it? What's in it? It's red bean paste. Oh, that's so amazing. And Bao is about to take a bite. Zizi, and remember Chen 71?
Yes.
Who is Zizi's roommate
Yes.
inside of all of this. And she was initially very friendly with Bao, and people noticed that throughout the days, she started pulling away from Bao and was being less inviting, less talkative, and less nice to her. And so people think that she's Zizi's follower. And so Chen 71 is sitting there on the couch and watching. Zizi, this is crazy. She looks so excited when Bao bites into the tea cake. Her expression almost looks like she wants Bao to eat it precisely because it had fallen on the table. I don't know how to describe it because like technically she's just smiling. And yes, if you have no nuance, you could argue like she's just smiling because Bao is eating the tea cake that she made. This is a bully smile. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else. It's like that bully smile. You don't know until you've experienced it firsthand. And then it makes you go, wait, I'm so confused. But like,
well, yeah, she's a bully and she's smiling.
no,
So
no, it's a very specific
I get it,
smile.
I get
Yeah,
it.
you get it, okay? And Bao is like, it's really good. And Zizi's like, good. Good. Oh my God. You're so scary. After she bites into it, Zizi even gives her a thumbs up. And then she's like holding on to Chen 71 and Chen 71 is smiling. And I'm like, I think I've seen this before. And netizens are just commenting because there's live comments in these Chinese reality. Can you imagine if they did that on Love Island?
so good.
So good.
So good.
Netizens are commenting like, why didn't you just say something when Bao was picking one? Like she was about to eat it and you're only now telling her that it fell on the table? Like why are you giving her something that fell on the table in the first place? Other people are pointing out Chen 71 and they're like, look at her face. Look at her face. Why is she cheesing like that? And like Zizi is leaning against her, like grabbing her arm, almost like, look, look. And they're both smiling. It's the bully smile. I don't know how else to describe it, okay? This is another major reason that people start disliking Chen 71, and that causes a lot of drama when this wraps filming and the show airs. Now, everything Zizi and Tian do on this show, the rest of the show, just feel simply malicious. They drive everyone crazy. Either as a pair, individually, it doesn't matter, okay? And no one even wants to look at them. But in episode 8, people get to finally watch their date with a smile on their faces. The entire episode is actually titled, like, I don't know what you would title episodes, okay? But they title it, Zizi and Tian give each other silent treatment in the car. I'm just like, what kind of title to a reality show is that? I gotta click. So after everything that happened, this episode title threw everyone off guard. They're like, we gotta watch what happens. Viewers are thrilled just from the title alone. And within seconds of this episode, people are like bubbling with excitement. They're like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got to get to the car. I've never been so excited for them to show up on my screens. So they get into their little date. And this is, before they get into their date, Zizi has the opportunity to look at Tian's secret.
Look at Tian's secret.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to do it alone. And you will be surprised by how unserious and absurd this entire thing is. It's just, Tian is sitting there. He looks somber.
Is this a recording or?
Yeah, so she's watching a video and he says, my secret is that I don't want to work.
Oh.
And the top comment on the live stream comments has said, excuse me? Excuse me? Is this a show of secrets? Or are we just saying fucking wishes now? What the fuck? What do you mean?
This guy is so dumb. I cannot.
In my future life, I have no plans to go to work. If I had to say what my job is right now, I do just like random jobs here and there. To make it sound better, I guess you could say I'm a freelance worker. Probably in the next 10 years, I'm not gonna find a 9-to-5 job. I don't hate the jobs, I just hate the system. I'm someone that really needs freedom. I wanna sleep when I wanna sleep, I wanna wake up when I wanna wake up. Even if this means I won't have stable income or if my living standards are lower than others, I will still choose not to work a 9-to-5 job.
Bro, this is probably the worst thing you can say on a date, like to your date.
Yes. Like on a dating show, this is abysmal. But also, like, how is this a secret?
Yeah.
This This is not even a legitimate secret. I think everyone, you don't understand the word secret. A secret is something you don't tell others or something that no one else knows, okay? But you're already living this so-called secret lifestyle and openly not working. So everyone around you probably knows your so-called secret. And it's just weird. How on earth is this a secret?
A secret would be, I'm actually a very hard worker. That, my friend,
Yes.
is a secret.
Like, I would be so surprised, okay? But this, everyone is like, what's happening? Do we not all feel the same way?
Yeah.
But we still go to work? I'm so confused. You think I like here? Like, trying to go on my app and vote all the time for Love Island? Like, no, I don't like working. No one likes work. I'm just kidding. But you get what I'm saying. It's just shocking. What are you talking about? And so the interviewer has to even ask, because the other confessions, the interviewer is not really guiding the confession or secret, because they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. They're probably like on the side empathizing and just like trying to make them feel comfortable and safe. But the interviewer is like, and like, you want to start a business or something? Like, what do you mean you don't want a 9-to-5? Like, maybe you're an entrepreneur? I just don't have what it takes right now
I just don't have what it takes.
to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. I do have friends with stable jobs and steady incomes, but that doesn't stop me from doing what I want. When the other guest finds out that I work odd jobs, they might not like it. They might even hate it. You know, on a dating show, someone with odd jobs might be looked down upon. Probably no one would prefer it. A lot of people, especially parents, have the wrong idea that odd jobs don't pay well. I can't imagine if I went home with a girl and her parents asked about my job, I would get how they feel. When they hear odd jobs, they think unstable, not well off, no money. But for me, my quality of life has never dropped, and I have my own financial plans. I hope this secret of mine won't affect how someone feels about me. I hope she doesn't mind and can support me.
What is odd jobs? We don't know.
We don't know.
Odd
Yeah.
job is odd.
Yeah, like we don't know. He never really describes odd jobs. Yeah.
Oh.
And so the interviewer is like, what do you mean you have your own financial plans? Like, have you ever thought about how much you want to make? Maybe a few million.
Maybe a few million.
Yes.
Wow.
So the interviewer is like, I don't think you can make a few million. Can I not? Who told you that? I think I'm pretty confident in myself.
Damn. He thinks this is Love Island and he's gonna
Yeah.
walk out of here with
Like with money? Like
Yeah.
there's no prize at the end of this, buddy. Like what's happening right now? As Zizi is listening to Tian's secret, she keeps smiling a little here and there, you know. That smile is this boy's a loser smile. Like, I don't know how else. She
Really?
has the bully smile and now it's this boy's a loser
So
smile.
she's laughing at him.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's no longer into him.
Yeah. It's the smile that I give when boys be out there saying some crazy shit, okay?
Boys with the mics.
Yeah, boys with the mics be saying some stuff and you're like, I don't have the energy to fight this. So you just go, you're weird. Okay, that's that smile, okay? And knowing her, she's probably laughing at how absurd this whole thing is, but she can't admit it. In the video, Tian basically says he doesn't want a real job. He just wants to do odd jobs. He somehow thinks he's gonna make a few $1 million and he expects the girl to support him, which also sounds like he wants the girl to financially support him. In the comments, netizens say, don't worry, Zizi will definitely mind. This is crazy. So they get into the car on their little date. You know, the comments are still gung-ho on this. They're like, I still don't understand how his daydreams are a secret. Like, they're like, is this like fucking Make-A-Wish? Like, what are we doing here? This is not a secret. Anyway, they get in the car. And I do want to mention, there's nothing wrong with being unemployed or working odd jobs. I think everyone has different stages of life. But if you refuse to work and expect to make millions a year, and you want a girl to support you, that is incorrect. The only part of his statement that I agree with is like, yeah, fuck the system. The system does suck. But you know what? Damn.
And you're a mama boy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And you're not objectively good looking with your shirt off. I don't want to body shame, but like, pipe down. I'm TT. I'm just kidding. I just can't. So after hearing the secret, Zizi tells the producers, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But then on the date, we're like, it bothers you. It bothers you. Because she brings up the topic. And she
Oh.
said, when I first heard your secret, I thought,
She just scoffed?
like, no big deal. Like, I was laughing when I was watching the front part. It's like, you know, not even a crazy secret. Like, was the front part funny? It felt like you were making it up. But towards the end, I get what you mean. But of course, you know, like we're kind of confused what all this means. And so she's like, has anyone ever asked you to become an actor before? Yeah, for short skits and stuff. But immediately after he says that, Zizi's smile falls. It's almost like a setup. It was kind of weird, right?
do you
She's
mean?
like, has anyone ever asked you if you like want to be an actor? And he's like, yeah. And she's like,
Wait, why?
she tells the interviewers, when I came onto this show, a lot of people asked me about my ideal type, and putting aside social class, age, career, looks, the only thing that I cannot accept is when my partner might want to go into acting.
I see.
So she's like, have you ever thought of signing with a company, becoming an actor, things like that? This is the ultimate question. I haven't really decided on it. So right now, if your secret is that you do odd jobs, I would think that it's fun and I wouldn't mind because I'm very good at my job. But if your secret is that you want to become an actor, this would bother me a lot. Like when I first came in here, this is what I told the directors. Instantly, both of them go silent in the car. Tian later tells the producers, like, to be honest, if I had acting opportunities, I would take it. I can't give up on what I want just because of her emotions. I would consider in reality, would I want bread or would I want love? That's crazy to call money bread, okay? Like, crazy. This is just with his looks, his physique, his height, his attitude, his personality. People are like, you don't have to worry.
Both of them are living in like La La Land.
Like Delulu Land.
She's like, I'm just this top actress that everybody want a piece of me. Everybody want my clout, want my fame. And then he's like, you know what? I think that I'm gonna break out. Directors, please call me.
Yeah.
Don't hold back.
Forget her emotions.
Yes.
Like, I will step up to the plate.
Exactly. I will
need to
sacrifice love.
Yes, for the job.
Zizi is like, my ex-boyfriends wanted to be an actor and go into the entertainment industry, and that's why I broke up with him. And so Tian goes, oh.
Like, why? Tell me about it.
He doesn't want
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
I wanna know
he's
why.
Like, oh. And they just get silent and they both go on their phones. And in the comments, everyone felt like, what is happening? They just realized that they are not getting what they want from each other. Tian probably thought that he was going to become an actor and become the top couple after this show airs. And that he's going to use all of that to just propel himself into stardom. And Zizi thought that she's getting like the final prize of the show and she's going to come out of this looking like this amazing actress with the boyfriend that everybody wanted. And it's like, nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him but you. You even said he's not so outstanding. What are we supposed to do with that information? Okay. So she's just like, grasping at all these things, and they're both just, it's silent the entire the netizens are talking. Yeah, it's just the comments, just live bullet comments. Yeah, and the netizens
is
are
so
like,
funny.
wait, so you can be an actress but other people can't? Others are saying if you give him the chance he would definitely take it. Others are saying, what chance? Who would even want to watch him? So then they get to their next date. It's at a chocolate confectionery, and neither of them are talking, and you just feel this tension. Surprisingly, given her track record, Zizi isn't even the one giving Tian the cold shoulder. It's actually the other way around. Like, Tian does not want to talk to Zizi. He's just like not even there. The ingredients are laid out on the table, and both of them are wearing brown, which is matching like the cocoa beans, the cacao beans that are placed on the table. And Zizi is like, oh my gosh, like we're matching the chocolate and like we're matching each other. And Tian doesn't even, just goes, they go to break open.
So it bothers him that much that he's not gonna get famous or clout from this.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's so bizarre.
So weird. I don't know why it bothers him.
Boy's upset.
Boy's upset.
Boy mad.
And so what they have to do is they have to open up the cacao beans, mush up the inside beans, and make the chocolate. Zizi's having a lot of fun in the beginning, but because she wasn't strong enough, she can't even open up any of the beans. Now, she's like, I don't think I can open it. How do I get it to open? Just press on it. I think it's because I have nails. Tian clearly sees Zizi is struggling, but he doesn't offer to help her at all. He's just busy fumbling with his own beans, doesn't even bother to look at her. The teacher on site even tries to like give a subtle, if the guy is strong, he can always help the girl. Nothing. Ignored both of them.
They're perfect.
Meanwhile, the day before, like literally 24 hours before, when they were making tea cakes, he was like helping her put the apron on, tying the apron when they were making little tea cakes. And now that Zizi says she doesn't want a partner in the entertainment industry, he doesn't even bother to help her. And he's just saying things like, teacher, I think inside the beans are breaking very easily. Like, I think inside is getting broken. It's okay because we have to mush them up in the end. Zizi tries to ask him for help for a second time, but again, he just pretends that he didn't get the hint, ignores her. And at this point, Zizi already got a bit annoyed, so she demanded Tian to peel some for her. She's like, you should peel some for me too. Okay. I'll peel it. No, it's okay. I'll peel it. It's okay. I won't force you. I'll peel it. Like, what's happening? She even tells the interviewers later, like, I was so happy at first making the chocolate, but when we were peeling the cacao, my nails were hurting a lot. Like, one of them even split open. He didn't even offer to help me. And to be honest, I was a bit unhappy. And so she starts moving away from Tian and just like starts aggressively smashing the beans into the freaking mortar to smash them. And Zizi's just taking her anger out on the beans. She's doing it so loudly and aggressively that even Tian is getting surprised and is like, wow, you've got really strong hands, which, you know what, is the last thing that I would want to hear after a shit day. If someone told me you got some good, strong hands, you're getting punched, okay? Let me just crush you as well.
She said that?
Yeah. And he's like, am I some sort of bad person? I've channeled all the urge. I had to crush you into pounding these beans instead. And like, you can just tell she means every single word of that. She's not joking. What did I do? Is it because I like to copy Ultraman? Did I insult your idol? Like, you know how he likes to make these weird noises? Like he was pretending to be Mickey Mouse. And she starts laughing. So, yeah, I mean, I guess he managed to make her laugh. But they make their own little chocolate and then they go back home and it's still incredibly awkward. And on the way home, Tian's just on his phone and Zizi looks pissed off, but she's also not temperamental. So people are like, see, she's not temperamental because she knows no one's going to back her up because Tian doesn't even want to date her anymore. And the whole energy, the rest of the show, I mean, they keep going on dates, but you could clearly tell that Tian is pulling away. His change in behavior is so obvious. Like the second Zizi said she didn't want a partner in the entertainment industry, it's like a light switched. He is not the same person. He won't even give her the time of day. He won't even be normal polite. This is what I hate about some guys. Like when they don't want to date you, they can't even be regular polite. And I'm like, that's so weird. You are only nice to people you want to date. Like this is, you don't have any sort of manners. You can't be cordial with anyone. You can't be polite. Like when she's talking to him, he'll just give her like a 1,000-yard stare and just... That's it. They go to this cafe and this is like the night before the final, like the finale of the show. And at the finale, it's kind of like Singles Inferno where you have to make a confession to the person that you love and decide if you guys are going to leave the show together. What does that mean? It means absolutely nothing. Like you're just going to go back home and maybe you're going to date a little bit or maybe you're not, or maybe you're going to pretend to date and milk it for the cameras. I don't know, okay? But they're talking about, oh, like what's going to happen tomorrow? Like which couples do you think are going to confess? And so they start talking about it. And Zizi is like, well, I think Barry and PR Lily, Jiko and Influencer Jay, they're probably going to get together. And Tian goes, then do you think I should confess? I don't know. He's like, well, do you want me to confess? And she says, like, what could you imagine Zizi says in this moment? Like, what sounds like something Zizi would say?
If you want to, or...
I mean, that sounds normal. Like, if you want to, sure. Like, it's up to you, right?
Yeah.
She says, if other people have it, I also want it. Like, what the? I don't even, what do you mean? She literally says, if other people have it, I also want it.
Well.
Ma'am, this is a dating show. What are you talking about? Like, no one's getting a free car. This is not Jeopardy. Like, it's a dating show.
They're so dumb. I cannot.
It's also not even romantic.
Yeah,
like, if
it's
you're
like,
an actress,
This
you
is the
would
worst
be-
thing you will say.
Yes.
Should I propose? Well, if other people propose, you should too.
It's so weird. I thought as an actress, she would be able to come on this show and like maybe she would know what the audience would want and she would play it so well that we'd be tricked and like we'd be like, you know what? I think they love each other. But no, she's like, if others have it, I also want it. Like what the fork is happening? On the last day of the show, everyone receives a message saying, today you're about to leave the house, the villa. Before packing your bags and departing, there's one thing I ask you to think carefully about. In your heart, is there someone you want to keep in touch with after leaving? If yes, please be brave and invite them to meet face to face and say what you truly want to say. Please send their name or please send none. In the end, Bao Bao and Professor both sent none and they left the house alone. As for the other couples, all of them confessed to their love interests, including Tian and Zizi. But Tian Tian, he picks Zizi, and the producers are like, oh, so why'd you pick her? So he's sitting in his little producer chair, and he says, in the end, I followed my heart, and I sent Zizi's name. I interacted with her the most, and among all the girls, she's the one I felt the most positive about. She has so many strengths. She's good at her job. She has a good mind, and she's the kind of person who can easily succeed. It just sounds like you're trying to be a leech, right?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to be a sugar baby. That's what that sounds like. Zizi seems hesitant on when she receives the message, trying to make the decision. And she said, we both usually act very professionally in front of the camera, so I don't really know if he's interested in me, but I guess we'll just have to see. So here we go. And in the end, she sends in Tian's name and they go meet in this field. And Tian is standing there with the world's saddest bouquet of flowers. It looks like one singular hydrangea with like 3 filler flowers and then just like a lot of paper around the sides to make it look like something, but it just looks like one hydrangea. Now, am I dogging on flowers? No. Incels, calm down, okay? Flowers are great. Flowers are beautiful. Any sort of small flower, big or small, I think I should be grateful. However, everyone else's flowers were a lot bigger, okay? And he comes in with this small flower, and it's not even just the flower, it's the way he gives the flower. By the way, the live comments are like, the bouquet could not be smaller. All the live comments are like, did he pick the flower off the ground? Like, what's happening? Like, that's how small it is. So I'm not the one judging these flowers, okay? She arrives and he's standing facing the other direction. So she taps him on the shoulder, which is like a very cute little moment of like, he's gonna turn around and then ta-da, flowers, okay? He doesn't turn around. What the fuck do you mean you don't turn around? So she's like tapping his back. He's not turning around and she's just staring at the back of his head. And you would think he's trying to plan some romantic gesture, right? But he goes, come in front of me. So then
I thought you said, oh, I fell asleep.
so then he's like, walk in front of me, like come to my front area. So she like walks around him and faces him, and like I thought there was gonna be some sort of like maybe he wrote I love you on his face and like the O in love is his mouth, But no, it's just because the sun was actually facing in that direction, so if he had turned around then the sun would be in his eyes and he would be squinting the whole time. So he wanted her to come around. So now she's squinting the whole
this is insane. Wait, is she really squinting? That's actually crazy.
No, yes.
You can also turn maybe the other side.
Like
maybe.
turn sideways.
Yeah, like what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, no, I don't know, because I feel like you are my professional sunbrella.
Yeah.
I'd be hiding from the sun in your shadow. I'm like, what do you mean?
But baby boy's trying to be an actor.
He can't get them wrinkles from the sun, okay? So he hands her the flowers and he says, now it's time. And I fucking hate this word. I'm so over this word. Now it's time for my sincere confession. Like, first of all, who even says that before a confession? What do you mean it's time? We've only known each other for less than 10 days. But I feel like I've gotten to know you very well. And we've grown so much closer. One thing we have in common is that we're both slow to open up. That's why I feel these 10 days just aren't enough. I hope we can have more time to understand each other and communicate deeper. When I first met you, I thought, hey, this girl is really nice. Our time together has been so fulfilling and interesting, and we got to experience so many new things. No, this is the type of wedding vow that would make me walk away. I would walk out of there, okay? This has been an amazing experience for both of us. We still have plenty time ahead. We don't have to rush anything. We can take it slow. As he delivers his sincere confession, comments were simultaneously begging them to get together and roasting them. They're both so unbearable that people want them to get married. like, just go get married. I don't care. And also the way he delivered this sincere confession, it's like 2 elementary schoolers reading off a piece of paper. It's really weird. It's really weird. Zizi says, when I first met you, you didn't leave a very memorable impression on me. Everything was still a blur. And no one really stood out to me yet. At the time, you struck me as someone who's the same on the inside and out. And I think people like that are boring. I really don't like people who...
What? What is her point here?
This is the type of TikTok where the comments are like, girl, he hates you, run! Like, They're just saying some crazy shit. Yeah, I don't really like people who are too open inside and out. But because of your courage, we got to know each other. Then after what happened later, I saw a deeper side of you. That was when I truly wanted to get to know you better. Like you said, I'm someone who's slow to warm up. Yesterday at the cafe, I wanted to hear more from you, but I know you're shy. You can always tell me these things privately.
What?
Like, it's just like so elementary school reading off a confession sincerely, you know, like very weird. At this point, people are just begging, like, let's move on, okay? This is so dumb. And at first when she got the flowers, she did look a little happy, and then they like had all the groups rejoin, and she's looking around and she's like, wait a fucking minute. That seems like a bouquet, and I got a singular garden hydrangea. What?
What the heck?
And she looked genuinely so upset about it that later the interviewer asks in Tian's interview, like, what do you think she felt about the flowers? Like, was she happy? Did she like the flowers? She probably was at first. She loves the color blue, so I picked a blue hydrangea. But later on, she wasn't as happy because Finance Bro's bouquet was much bigger than mine. But I don't think you should compare yours to others, though. You know, this flower represents my feelings. Just because theirs were bigger doesn't mean mine is any less meaningful. What do you mean? Yes, it kind of sometimes does, okay?
Man.
But he says, I think that's a misconception. Again, this might be true for normal people. Like, I don't go online looking at flowers going, wow, their flowers are so much bigger than the flowers I got. But it's like, it's just his vibe. Like, you know, he was being cheap with it.
Maybe they had to pay for it, maybe?
That's what it seems like.
Right? Because otherwise, why wouldn't they all get the same flowers, right?
Yeah.
Why would he get a smaller one? So he must cheapen out.
Yeah. That's
They were
what the
probably
vibe-
like,
Okay, flowers. How much? What's the minimum? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but doesn't mean it's less meaningful, though.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't make it bigger,
Doesn't
smaller.
make it less sincere.
Yeah. Sincerely sincere, right?
Yeah.
Is it in yet? We don't know. Okay, it's not about the size. Interviewer says, will you guys try being a couple offline? This is a very normal, basic question on a dating show, okay? Because that's what you want to know. Like, are we rooting for a couple that's going to make it on the real world? Plot twist, they never freaking do, but I have hope every single time. And for some reason, Tian looks completely taken aback. Like, he looks shocked. He's so confused by this question. He acts like this is like asking if he's gonna motorboat her boobs after this show. Like, he looks offended. He's like, try what? What? Try to be in a romantic relationship. Not that fast. I thought I heard wrong. How could we jump into a relationship so quickly? Oh my God, that would be so like presumptuous, so rash, so reckless. Like, that's a lot. People are like, bro, you already confessed. Like, you already had a sincere confession.
Yeah.
What is so reckless? Like, I don't understand. Isn't that what you came on this show to do? The interviewer is like, do you want to tell the audience how you guys are going to try to progress in the future? We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Like, what's wrong with him?
Do you have any wishes for yourself then? I hope that I will find the right person soon. Again, this is the dumbest thing anyone can say on a dating show. He's basically saying that ZZ is not for him right after he confessed. If he didn't confess, that's fine. It's so dumb and shocking that even producers had to stop him and say, like, we're not even going to put this in the episode. Like, this is basically saying that ZZ, like, she's not the one for you. We just, like, confessed.
Wait,
The
they said
producers-
that?
Yeah.
And then they proceed to put it in.
Yes.
Nice.
And he goes, oh, that's true. You can't use that. I hope I get to taste the fruits of love soon. It's more indirect, right?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so good.
He's like, I hope I get to taste the fruits of love soon. When the producers released the secret car recording, you could already tell. Remember the secret car recording? They're fucking over these two. So they leave this in. They leave all of it in. And they just release it out into the world. They release the shit out of it. In fact, the producers even leave in this part where apparently he would sing a lot. Okay? And the producer's like,
Why are you singing?
yeah, why are you
Oh,
singing?
you got a voice or something?
Yeah. They leave in that. They're just leaving it all in because he's just so ridiculous. And so this whole show airs from start to finish. And it's like released episode by episode. And all hell breaks loose on Chinese social media. And Tian becomes the epitome of if you don't have a mirror, you at least have piss. Okay, it's like a very demeaning way of saying you might not have enough self-awareness because you don't have a mirror. But you can still take a good look at yourself in the reflection of your own urine. Because what the hell is happening? But you've got no idea. Nothing up in here but just air. I can hear it. It sounds like turbulence. Show airs, Zizi and Tian's social media gets flooded with hate. They're getting bullied. Everyone's dragging them. Everyone who watched the show simply made it a mission. Like, people were saying, like, I've never gone out of my way to leave comments to tell someone I hate them, but like this show made me do that. They had to turn on the protection feature on Douyin and Little Red Book, like meaning only your followers can comment. But even then, the comments on his latest post were people making fun of him, mocking him. They were attacking his behavior, his character, his lack of morals, and his overly edited pictures that look nothing like him on TV. People were saying like, Bao Bao is just too pretty. You don't even look like this on TV. People were just throwing tomato, tomato. They were booing him, okay? Do you scare yourself when you look at the original camera? When you look at the viewfinder? Do you scare yourself? Tian decides that he's going to do the only smart thing, and this is the last thing you should do, is he's going to go on a live stream. And he's going to apologize via live stream, okay, to his viewers. And he claims that he also apologized to Bao Bao in private. He said that after all of these episodes aired, he took a good long look at himself. He says, you know, regarding the controversy sparked by the release of the episodes, I just made extremely radical comments and I spoke without thinking when I was overwhelmed by my emotions. I sincerely apologize to the person involved, Bao Bao, and I have reflected deeply since, then and truly regret my undignified behavior. I also apologize to Zizi. I failed to offer proper comfort and communication at that time. I let my emotions spiral out of control and led the situation to escalate. Finally, I sincerely apologize to the viewers. I'm sorry for letting you guys down with my words and my actions. Thank you for your criticism and corrections. I'm going to strictly discipline myself and be cautious with my words and deeds from now on. This is my sincere apology. The netizens pointed out that he keeps saying this is his apology and he's sincere, but he never actually even says, I'm sorry. Like those words never come out. And it just feels like he doesn't mean it. And then soon after, group chats get leaked. So he has a group chat. There's a group chat with his fans, like his super fans, okay?
What do you mean? From the show?
No, like from online before he went on the show.
He had fans?
Yeah. It's like a handful of them online, okay?
That's
and he starts
crazy.
talking on there and,
How many people's in there?
like a handful. Yeah, a handful. Yeah, I think our family group chat is probably bigger in numbers.
Damn.
His apology is nothing but an act because this group chat is bad. He says in the group chat, all I can say is that people are the complete opposite of what they are on this show. Like, if you guys look at things from my perspective, you will know how sly and sneaky Bao Bao is.
Uh-oh.
He also says, the truly good people suffer from unfair reputations while the truly wicked get away with everything.
So who's the good people?
Him and
Zizi
Zizi.
and Baba.
Yes.
Zizi and...
And like people are, they even bring up like the whole, they thought the cameras were off and he says a curse word or something because it gets bleeped and he basically admits to it and he goes, I cursed. So what? There were some parts bleeped out. I was talking in the car and I knew full well it was a private one-on-one conversation. I thought it wouldn't be recorded or aired, so I said a few curse words. I know swearing is wrong, but I thought it was just between the two of us. I think cursing when talking privately is normal. These words weren't meant for the audience. I wasn't trying to send a message to anyone, so I just feel like what they did was throw me under the bus and put me in a position where everyone would attack me. He also blames the producers for faking that they turned off the cameras. And he's just like very upset by this, which is crazy because it's like, well, you still said what you said and that's why they have this information.
Exactly.
And he's like, I just feel like if I had known that the cameras were on, like I'd have a different reaction. And it's just like,
oh my god.
so his yeah. Yeah. And he's like, it just, honestly, that was a jerk move from the producers. And if we recall, when Tian invited Bao Bao to the pool, he was the one who brought up getting more screen time. But he like completely deletes this from anything. And he talks in the group chat and he's like, Bao Bao is the one that wanted screen time. Like she wants to be, that's all she cares about on the show. And he's like, did you hear how she explained herself later? She said she did everything just for the camera. Did you guys hear that? That never happened, by the way. And he's like, if that's the case, like, what did she even go on the show for? Just to chase clout and camera time? Like, he's just making up stories out of thin air. Also, he's calling the producers for a jerk for doing the same exact thing that he did to Bao Bao, which is secretly record her without her consent or permission.
Yes.
And so when netizens are reading these leaked group chats, they're so pissed that some of them couldn't even sleep. They said, like, I'm genuinely, like, I'm growing white hairs. He has zero remorse. He clearly doesn't think he's wrong. He has no moral compass at all. He's trying to blame the producers. He's trying to blame Bao Bao. It never occurs to him that if you aren't a bad person, there's no footage to use of you to make you look bad. He doesn't care about his actions. He only cares that he got exposed and it hurts his own interest. What's even crazier is that his fans even threw shade at Bao Bao, some of them, and they even blamed her for bringing crab into the interview room. Remember? He was like, I want some crab. I want the crab. Ugh, crab. And so she brought a crab. To be honest, I think the scene where she brought you the crab was really awkward. If I actually wanted it, I would have gotten it myself. That's what Tian says. Also, it's your confessional. Why would they let other guests in and even air that out? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it either.
His head got too big because he got 5 fans.
Yes.
It's
And they're
"My
like
fans."
hyping the shit up,
I know.
okay? He's like, I mentioned that as well. Like, it was weird that they aired that. So, of course, 99.9999% of netizens are against him. But it's also been said that Tian took screenshots of people criticizing or exposing him and then shared it into the group chat with his superfans and then asked them to identify those users. And he was basically egging them on to go cyberbully whoever those commentators were. And then later, because of this leaked thing, you know, he has to do another apology.
No way.
So this is the second apology. You know, he's like, I'm not who I was a week ago. I don't even recognize that person.
Really?
Basically, you know, and he's just like denying everything. And then he's like, you know, the all those screenshots of me bad-mouthing Bao Bao and the producers in the group chat, that was actually before I filmed my first apology. So
So that canceled it out.
yeah, because I was like, you know. And then I apologized and then I get it now, right? And then he's like, the netizens, they're just like distorting the timeline for their own narrative. He's like, it just doesn't even make any sense at this point. He also still doesn't believe that he's in the wrong. And this so-called apology is like just to save him from the continuous backlash so he can just still do social media. And it becomes obvious when you watch the second apology. He says things like, if you guys want to yell at me, I'm giving you guys the chance to do it here. If you think yelling at me will make you feel better or let you vent your emotions and dissatisfaction towards me, that's also normal, right? Also, I never instigated cyberbullying when I sent screenshots of those commentators' accounts. We actually never found out any of their identities. So he's just saying like...
We tried.
We tried, but we failed. It's kind of like, hey, I'm going to go... water gun pew pew, go find me this person's address. No one can figure it out because we're all bozos. And I'm like, see, I'm a good person. I never pew pew water gun.
Water gun, okay?
It's just like, what is happening? He's so dense and dumb that the logic doesn't even register in his own head if you laid it out for him. During the live stream, he even claimed that he was never an influencer and has no plans to become one, which is a complete lie. Netizens found his paid posting rates on Little Red Book, which proves he has been making money on social media or plans to, which is like the definition of an influencer, right? Statistics show that he has 2,683 followers. You know, not bad. 19,000 likes and saves in total. So likes and saves, right? Okay, I remember when I had around like 2,000 followers, okay? He's charging $434 per photo post.
Damn.
And like $600 per video. Okay? I mean, I don't think anyone's chomping at the bit, but like those are some crazy rates.
Odd jobs, right?
Yeah, odd. Very odd.
Odd jobs, am I right?
Yeah. And like if you are a micro influencer, you should still try to, you know, get your rates. But like I'm just saying, like especially if he's not in a niche nor providing any sort of content that anybody actually wants, like these are some crazy rates. Like I don't think anyone is paying him. So all the evidence is out there, and yet he's still lying through his teeth that he doesn't want to be a social media influencer. And then a girl requests to join his live stream, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let her in. She just starts bitching him out.
Oh, it's just a random person?
Yeah, just going off. And all the viewers are so happy. And they're like, yes, I love this woman. I don't even know who she is. But like, what's going on? She's just ripping into
Saying
it.
what?
Just like, what is wrong with you? Like, we saw the episode. Like, you were doing this. You were doing that. Like, no.
Uh-huh. And what is he?
He's just like, no, like, you don't even know. He's so delusional. He's like, yeah, and like, you guys, stop giving me galaxies. You know, don't give me galaxies, especially the ones that like do the edits on my face that make me look horrible.
Wait, he actually says that?
Yes,
Like,
he says
stop
that.
giving me donations?
Yes, but he like clearly is egging it on.
Bro.
So he ends his
Are
live.
people giving him?
Not a lot.
Okay.
And then he ends his live with like, okay, you guys, yell at me all you want, get it off your chest, but don't forget to follow. And I'm just like, I want to punch this man. He also starts doing karaoke on his live streams and singing. And I'm like, at this point, you're just like adopting this villain arc and it's making me mad. It's making me upset, okay? Because he's just like milking it at this point. And then something comes out about his karaoke. So people start dogging on him for his singing. They're like, you suck at singing. You should never sing again. In fact, you should super glue, gorilla glue your lips shut so that we never have to hear another word that you utter. But then this girl comes online and she straight up says, hey everyone, I'm anonymous and I have zero proof. Believe me if you want or don't. Usually with stuff like this, people are like, you're just saying shit. Like, what do you mean? You don't even have a receipt. Like, what? You don't even have an identity. Oh, of course, you're a profile with no name, no photo, no anything, right? And she says, believe me or don't. It's up to you. So one time I got asked to go to karaoke with Tian. I was at a friend's party and I met Tian. He asked me and my best friend to play dice and drink with him. He pressured us to drink, practically forcing us. And at first I thought he was really young and rude. But when I said I'd had too much and I wanted to stop drinking, he lost his temper. He and his friends laughed at us, pointed at us, and said extremely vulgar words to our faces. I can't even type it out. And then the second time I ran into him, we met by chance at a club again. And he was at the next table and he asked me to play like a few rounds of games. I agreed politely, but he was still really rude. During the game, I didn't even lose, but he still forced me to drink. I said, I didn't lose. Why should I drink? He said, can you just stop talking so much? Just drink. I said, why should I? He said, quit wasting my time. I thought he was crazy. I tried to leave, but he grabbed my clothes, pulled me back, and forced alcohol into my mouth. I was so scared that he was going to get violent, so I weakly drank the full glass of hard liquor and left. I deleted him right away. I have no evidence, but every word I said is true. Please keep me anonymous. I'm scared. Like, I don't know if this is a real post or not, but everyone's like,
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it 1,000,000,000%.
Yeah.
Also, there's so many videos of him live streaming at a karaoke and he's with his guy friends. And it's really uncomfortable because other girls have come out to say that he always invites them to karaoke and they always decline because he's a weirdo. And to his guy friends, the guy friends are like, oh, are there going to be girls coming? And he's all, yeah, but later, I think she's busy right now. And he continues to sing, and then no girl ends up coming. So then, now we move on to Zizi, of course, right? Because
She made an apology too?
she had to. She's
Oh,
just
yeah,
getting
yeah. Her PR
wrecked
team.
online. Yeah, her PR team, everyone's working overtime. And so I honestly think that she could have placed the blame on Tian. Like, that's what people were thinking she was going to do. Is like, she's going to come out with some weak apology and she's going to say, oh yeah, Tian like brainwashed me that Bao Bao was a bad person. And like, he told me stuff that you didn't see on camera, whatever. But she still framed herself as the victim and blamed Bao Bao.
They are unsavable. Like,
There is no, like, you,
yeah.
these are the type of people where the criminal defense attorney goes, I can't represent
But like,
this
how
client.
does her PR team even approve that?
She just be around yes men.
Yeah, can't be saved.
She says, hello everyone, it's Zizi. I have carefully listened to all the feedback since the show aired. I sincerely apologize for losing control of my emotions, making extreme comments, and for the impact that this had on others. I am truly sorry. My biggest mistake throughout this incident was that I trapped myself in a one-sided view. I expressed my anger and disappointment in a harsh way, lost control of my words, and hurt others unintentionally. On the lawn that day, so she's saying like the phone call day, I personally heard Bao Bao on the phone multiple times saying, the production team said I can't leave if you guys don't find me.
Roll the tape.
Yeah, roll the fucking tape.
Roll the tape.
At that moment, I immediately assumed the situation was staged by the production team. I felt the three of us were being arranged into some kind of love triangle script. I was furious at feeling used and manipulated, so I voiced my strong dissatisfaction at the crew on the spot. So she's saying like, this is why I yelled at the producers. However, the producer I had trusted the whole time told me she knew nothing about it and thought it was Bao Bao's own doing. At that moment, I was completely confused. Who should I believe? This was a huge contradiction to the theme the production team had promised before filming, which they said it was going to be genuine, mutual healing, and sincere friendship. Confused and disappointed during the car ride later, I said I wanted to go home and didn't want to continue filming as it made me feel uncomfortable. At that point, a key staff member from the show told me again that this was Bao Bao's idea. She hired a car at the last minute, went out on a solo date, and went to the same place that she had gone on a date previously with Tian. I was shocked and overwhelmed by this news. The same morning, she's like, even that morning, I was comforting Bao Bao.
She wants to die on that hill now.
Yeah.
She's going back to her initial story.
Yeah.
She's going back to that day, that night.
Yes.
And she want to relive it and defend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she found a stake and she said, I'm going to tie myself here and burn myself at the stake. Because like, what? No one.
I thought we already went through this.
Yeah.
And you even apologized. And
No. But she's like, I apologize for what I did. Reiterates the same exact thing that we saw happen for like 3 hours straight on the show, okay? And she says that honestly, the real reason that this all happened was because she is just so sincere with her emotions. Like she's so genuine with how she feels. She expresses her feelings. She wears her heart on her sleeve, That's just who she is. And so that was the biggest learning lesson, Yeah.
that was her apology?
Yeah. And she says, I was just really triggered. And so, yeah, I think that's what happened. And also, she even brings up the fact that she heard Bao Bao's secret. And she said something like, but I'm not her mom. And she says, later when I was asked to listen to other people's secrets, I struggled to empathize. I believe everyone has pain, but no one should use their hurt to demand others to understand or accept their behavior.
Oh my God.
People are like, oh, so you're just repeating what you did on the show.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even giving us a fake ass apology.
Yes.
It's almost like insulting. Like,
Yes.
okay, you know what? I think a fake ass apology is insulting.
It's like Tian.
Yes.
Like a fake ass apology.
But this is even more insulting
Exactly.
because you're not even giving us I'm so sorry.
Yes.
That's not who I am.
Yes. She refused to do that because she still thinks she's right.
Yeah. And she also says on the show that she never wanted her actress side to show. She said that she kept emphasizing to all the producers she wanted to go in as a normal person. She wanted to be normal. But they threw in a clip of her in the movie within the first 5 minutes of her being on the show. And everyone is like, girl, you can say all of that, but literally in every opportunity that you had, you sat there with all the boys surrounding you and you were like, so I'm an actress.
Yeah.
I went to Beijing Film Academy. You said that. You said it. And now she's suddenly claiming that she wanted to be ordinary, which is also kind of weird to even say that in the first place. Also, she told Bao Bao, I'm an actress. I'm very sensitive to stuff like this. She also told Bao Bao, do you know how much money I'm going to have to spend on PR to clean up your mess?
Yes.
I'm an actress. Okay? What do you mean? She also said, it was just, I was so kidnapped during this experience that it triggered a lot of emotions for me. So she's just doubling down, tripling down. She's
God.
20 toes. She's got 2 extra feet on the ground. What's not clocking to y'all that she's standing on business. She's just here. She's here. So she says that after the show, she had a conversation with Bao Bao and she apologized for her emotional outburst. And she says, ultimately, I apologize for losing control and for the hurtful words. I truly believe I had no ill will, no scheming. Every reaction came from how I genuinely felt in the moment and from my insistence on being sincere.
Wow.
She called it her insistence on being genuine and sincere. What are you? I couldn't even believe that when I was like, what is happening right now?
So you're sincerely a shit person.
Yes.
Sincerely a bully.
I was going to say sincerely sincere. Okay? And so she says, but I take full responsibility. And you're going to die. She does another live, okay? Where she says, I take full responsibility. Please don't harass or attack anyone else involved because of this. They do not deserve to face extra public pressure. No one is attacking
she
anyone.
talking about?
I don't know if she's talking about Tian. I don't know if she's talking about PR Lily or not PR Lily, Chen 71. But it sounds like she's talking about Bow Wow. Like the way she's saying it is really weird because you're the number one villain right now. Like you are public enemy number one. Nobody's beating you. And she keeps saying like this whole experience made me realize that I had excessively high and rigid standards for sincerity and trust.
This is incredible. I think her PR team quit.
I think so.
This is straight from her heart.
I think this is like her and her mom.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like cause she seems like a nepo baby.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
like PR team for sure quit.
yeah, and it seems like her parents are like, you know what, you're right. Speak from your heart. It's not your fault. You're so genuine.
Yes.
It's not your fault. You're genuinely a piece of shit. Okay. And soon after, a short drama is released where she's the star.
No way.
And it tanks, okay? And to the point where the director has to come out and say, hey guys, can you please watch it? Because I've like poured my heart and soul into this. Please.
No way.
People say, this is none of my business. I won't sympathize with anyone. Which is exactly what Zizi said, okay?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Your short drama could have easily gone viral if you casted the right people, but you chose someone that you shouldn't have, you know? So this is what you get. I'm not your mom. You know, and then other people say, what if I watch the show and Zizi starts yelling at me? People are like, I'm too scared. She might think I'm too low to be her audience, okay? Her PR team, right? So people are like, we're not watching this goddamn show. And then Zizi does another live where so far she's tried to blame the producers. She tried to blame Bao Bao. She is protecting Tian. And then she comes out and says that this is kind of all the professor's fault. Huh? Yeah, so she said that before the show wrapped, she was talking to the professor and she apologized for maybe like, you know, the beginning dates were not so well. And he said that if anyone tries to bully her, he will speak up for her. But crickets, he hasn't spoken up, has he? Right? So that's weird. She's just like saying this. And everyone in the comments is like, well, he probably didn't speak up because the episodes aired and he realized that you're a shit person,
Exactly.
okay? And he was pretty close with Bao Bao, so he's not going to stick up for you because you deserve a little roughing up on the internet. I don't know if she deserves like cyberbullying, but like a little taste of reality. She's like, you know, and then I texted him and he said that he was going to stick up for me, but now he's completely ignoring me, never spoke up for me. Like, it's just weird. She claims that the professor's reactions on the show is what made people think that she's rude and instigated all of this online hate. So everyone actually thought the professor underreacted to all of the abysmal things that she was doing, and now she's upset that he's not standing up for her. And then near the end, she just loses her marbles. Near the end of this live stream, she was like, originally in the beginning, she was saying everything in a calm manner, even though the words coming out of her mouth were just atrocious and confusing and like, what are you saying? Are you listening to yourself? But then near the end, she goes full villain mode. Her true colors come out and she starts saying things like, yeah, that's why I refused to clink glasses with you. Talking about the professor because she didn't clink glasses with him on the show. And she says, I just don't like you. There is a reason why I don't respect you. You don't deserve any of my respect. I think I'm sick for apologizing to you. Like, I should have never apologized to you. If you were the last man on earth, I still wouldn't like you. If you like me, I'm just an unlucky person.
这么敏感就不要喜欢我，我就不是一个敏感的人会喜欢的人。那你喜欢我，我真的是倒霉，真的。所有男里，全世界男的就只剩下你了，我都不会喜欢你。那怎么了？
What the fuck?
And everyone's like, girl, he doesn't
Oh my
like you.
God.
He doesn't like you. He lost interest in you the second that you showed your true colors. And people are saying that in the comments. And she's like, then why did he cut his hair for me? Which he even explained it wasn't for her.
my God.
And she's so
Oh
self-absorbed.
my God.
I genuinely think that she thinks to this day that the professor probably still likes her. Is crazy.
Wow.
Is crazy. So she tries to like rally online hate against the professor just because he shifted his attention, you know? So she's like, and it is weird because he was so into PR Lily and then I came in and then he was like so into me. Trying to make it seem like he's like a boy.
What the fuck?
And, you know, people are like, now that we're on this topic, we got to clear something up. People are saying, and a bitch from Guangxi shouldn't even be talking about spice. Because remember, the professor was like, yeah, sometimes I eat like bird's eye chili. And she's like, bird's eye chili? Is that even a chili? To the point where the netizens were like, if it's not a chili, is it a bird? Like, what are you talking about? It's a chili. It's a pepper. And so now everyone is like, a bitch from Guangxi shouldn't even be talking about spice. And everyone was like, now that you brought it up, everyone in China was getting mad. Everyone in Sichuan was getting mad. Everyone in Chongqing was getting mad. And they were like, you don't even know shit. You don't know shit, okay? People are saying, like, you know what this sounds like? And they were giving comparisons in Chinese to Chinese cities, but I'm going to give like a more American comparison. It's like if I looked someone dead in the eye from Canada and I said, I can also handle the cold because I turn on the AC in Georgia. Like, it's just like, what the fuck are you saying, okay? Yeah. So everyone's just roasting her. They're just upset. She's like trying to get people to cyberbully the professor, and they're just stuck on bird's eye chili, and they're not moving on. Her live stream just makes things worse for her. She comes off very self-absorbed, just low IQ, low EQ, rude, disrespectful. It's just bad. And it's interesting because the professor and Finance Bro do this live stream where they react to the episodes in real time because they got really close. And they just look disgusted by Tian and Zizi because I don't think they saw like half the stuff that happened.
Of course.
So they're just like in shock the whole time. They thought Zizi was only being mean to the professor. And they kind of thought that Bao Bao was upset and sad, reasonably sad because, you know, she doesn't have a connection anymore. And like she feels a little like it was a love triangle. But they're like, oh, what the hell is happening? Yeah. What the hell is happening? Like there would be times where they would just stop the episode and just stare at each other in the live stream because they're like, what is fucking going on? And so Finance Bro had to put out another apology too, though, because there were times where Tian would bring him up in the show saying things like, no wonder Finance Bro didn't choose Bao Bao on the first day. That made people, it almost insinuated like people were talking shit about Bao Bao. And so Finance Bro was like, no, like I never said anything. The only thing that I said, because, you know, the guys were talking about our connections, and I said that Bao Bao is not like typically my type, but I still really like her as a friend. She's just not like, you know, my romantic interest type, which is completely fine. There was another part where, remember, Bao Bao came up to Finance Bro and was like, I'm gonna pick a couple to torture. And he thought it was so weird, right? And he brought it up to Tian. But Finance Bro is like, actually the whole timeline is messed up the way that Tian explained it. Okay, so he's like, Tian brought up what happened with the phone call. And then he said, oh, I brought up Bao Bao's joke almost to like explain why she probably did that. Like, oh yeah, she told me she was like gonna torture us. So I guess she didn't torture us. She tortured you, right? Like almost trying to tell him like, don't be so crazy. It was just a joke. But then Tian went and told Zizi and made it sound like it was like this conspiracy where like, oh my God, she told us she was gonna torture somebody and we're getting tortured. And so he's like, it's just like getting all messed up and weird. Like, I've never said anything bad about Bao Bao. And I just thought it was a prank. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And he also says, if you guys don't believe me, you would just have to believe that the producers would include every bit of me trash talking Bao Bao if it actually happened, because that would fit the whole storyline. Like, that would make it better. Overall, netizens understand his perspective, but he's not a class favorite. He's not our best, okay? Then for Chen71, people are just dogging on her, bullying her, saying that she's a follower, to the point where she puts out an apology and she says that she was honestly so focused on her relationship, because this is a dating show, that she wasn't even really, like, she did listen to Zizi's side of the story while it was happening because she's roommates and she can't not listen. So there were moments where she thought like maybe Zizi was right, but after watching the show, she clearly doesn't, and she talked to Zizi about it and she doesn't stand by anything she says. But I would say netizens are mixed. Half of the people think, well, it's still bad because you still acted bitchy with Bao Bao. Like, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to like do all these weird things that we felt like were bullying. You could have just been cordial but not gotten involved. But then you got involved, and then now you realize that you were on the wrong side of history, and now you're upset, and now you want to say something. I don't know, okay? But it gets to the point where a video is released of Bao Bao and Chen71 filming a Douyin together. Like, it's like a trend where they're just like dancing to music. And all the comments are like, Bao Bao, I love you, okay? But my patience is running thin. If the next TikTok is with Zizi, I'm done. Okay? I know you're a nice person, but I'm not. If you post one with Zizi, we're over. So people have mixed reviews about Chen71. And then the reunion hits.
What?
But most of them don't even show up to the freaking reunion. Zizi and Tian obviously don't show up, and they say it's scheduling reasons, but like who knows? It's just Finance Bro, Chen71, the professor, PR Lily, and Bao Bao, and they just talk about the whole experience, and everything is very friendly and like PR friendly. But interestingly, Bao Bao was saying like behind the scenes after the show, Professor was really helpful. Like he was always there for her. Yeah, even after the show.
But not romantically?
No, yeah.
Boring.
I know, I ship them too. But she was just saying like, yeah, he was always there when I was like really stressed out. They're not dating romantically, but it's really cute. Chen71 breaks down on the show saying she feels like she has PTSD from all the bullying, and she seems like really distraught. It looks bad. And oh yeah, they ask Bao Bao if Tian and Zizi have personally apologized to her, and she says that when the episode aired of like them crashing out on her, they both sent like very short apologies. And then another day when there was like another episode that was really bad, she said that Tian sent her like a sticker gif to apologize. Like if you were to
That's crazy.
like if you were to just type in sorry on your gifs.
Yeah, and send a GIF.
Yeah,
Wow,
so-
wow.
That's it. And she did not respond because they're like, what do you mean? He apologized with a sticker.
Oh my God.
And so they ask her, did you feel bullied on the show? And she says, I didn't feel it, but I could tell they didn't like me. I thought there was a lot of misunderstanding between us, and I wanted to talk to Zizi about it, but I felt like that process would be difficult. So I understand that she doesn't like me very much, but I didn't feel like I was being ganged up on and being bullied. She also said that she actually got really anxious before the episode aired because remember Zizi told her everyone's
Yeah.
going to yell at her?
Yeah.
She said that she actually had to go on anti-anxiety medications.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she says it was a lot from her insecurities. She doesn't even blame the incident. She said it was more from her own insecurities, not the incident. And she says that she's always been someone who's really insecure and feels like everyone will hate her. And she thought she was in the wrong in this whole thing, right? And so, you know, she said that after the show, the professor was the only one who comforted me. And once the show aired, I just felt warmth because a lot of netizens, when I thought I was wrong, they were telling me like they support me. So, yeah.
Wow.
And she said she's so thankful. And after this, everyone is obsessed with Bao Bao and the professor. Bao Bao has way more followers than any of the other people combined, including Miss Big Shot actress Zizi. And she does live streams. She has like double the followers. She has over 1 million. And Zizi's at like 520,000.
Wow.
But Bao Bao does these live streams and she's so genuine. Like in all of her live streams, she shares all of her beauty tips. She never hides the products that she uses. She even confesses that she wore like fake teeth on the show. So she's like, yeah, I was wearing
What?
fake teeth on the show. Like, I guess it like makes your teeth look better if you like put on these liners. So she's like, yeah. And then even when she's talking about other things, people are like, oh my God, what was that outfit that you wore on the show? And she's like, oh yeah, so those are jeans and they have butt pads built into the jeans. And she's like, they're really good. Okay. Like I wore them on the show because they've got built-ins. And people are like, no, we love you. We love you so much. So they're just very happy. She's just very genuine is the feeling. She's so sincere. She's so dedicated to being sincere. And she has a huge fan base. She's like collaborating with massive brands. She was invited to the Tencent All-Star Night, which is, I guess, like the
Wow.
celebrity award show in China, where she was photographed with Finance Bro. And yeah, during the Q&A, they also asked her, like, netizens are saying that you lived out Zizi's dream of breaking it into the entertainment industry. You're even attending All-Star Night. Like, what's your response to that? And this woman is class, grace, sophistication, Miss Congeniality, okay, something I will never be. She says, I don't think I'm living out anyone else's dreams. I will cherish and seize every opportunity that comes my way to make my life better. And I don't think many things are mutually exclusive. Just because I'm a good person doesn't mean the other person is a bad person. I don't see things in such absolute terms. What matters is you grow and you face your own flaws openly. You know, we have our own separate issues to work through. In the comments, everyone is
Dang.
like, damn, why are you so sweet?
Yeah.
Professor has a small but dedicated following on his Douyin, like 100,000 followers. He does like travel vlogs and camping vlogs. Jiko and influencer Jay seem to be dating. That's, you know, they haven't really like confirmed it, but it seems like they're dating officially. Barry and PR Lily, broke up because Barry lives in the United States and PR Lily is not. So Finance Bro and Chen 71 also broke up, but it was amicable. And that's it. Oh, on the reunion, they had this moment where they can give people gifts. And because you remember, Professor is an artist. For Bao Bao, he gives like this spine related artwork that he made, and he says the spine is a core symbol of moral integrity, strength, character, responsibility, and spiritual backbone, and it represents personal virtue and the order of heaven and earth. So it was like a very symbolic gift. And then she gave him a massage gun, and she said, you know, because some people need to start taking care of their health since they're reaching middle ages. And it was so cute. And he's like, okay, well, can you teach me? And he's like, yeah, I will teach you when we get back. And it's so cute, and everyone's shipping them, and everyone wants them to date. But it's okay if they don't. I love them either way. But that is the finale of Secretly in Love, Secretly Dating. What are your thoughts? I mean, what the fuck was this show? That's what I want to know. I don't know which, this or who. I gotta start ranking these. I gotta start ranking these Chinese dating reality shows.
Craziness.
Yeah, just like maybe we shouldn't date these people. We gotta rank them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.